John Wick, also known as Valentinian III, versus Sudsy, also known as SudsySugar1999. What do we got first? John Wick banning Mega Random, Nile Delta, Sudsy, Ghost Lake, Nomad, Arena, back to John Wick, Rivers, Enclosed, Sudsy, Kawasan, Yucatan, John Wick, Mongolia, Amazon Tunnel, and we end up with the choice between Arabia and Black Forest for our best of one match. Sudsy chooses Black Forest.
Must want like the longer form game. Doesn't want the arena.
Yeah, it wants a little more of a defensive play, maybe. Could be interesting. And ladies and gentlemen, we are in. Bring back the music. We've got Sudsy Sugar in the southwest, in red. He's playing as
with a very generous
the Kills.
whorehouse.
And on the northeast, John Wick, Slavs, teal. We got 4 houses going up for red. Oh my goodness, he's starting.
He wants to make sure.
He's got a grand plan of development for this city. Got to get started on it.
Hasn't queued a villager yet, unfortunately, but
hey, he's chilling, you know. He's rusty,
he's
a little, you know. He's a little more of a relaxed AoE 4 gamer, you know. He'll play, but he's more interested in maybe like I'm trying to think, perhaps some other games. I don't know. But we love to get people like that in here. Maybe they'll get the bug like our friend Fish Speaker over here did.
Oh, I'm fully in it now.
Sudsy with the large trees. Should we go on? Hang on, I'm
currently watching this in large trees.
All right, I gotta pause though to do that. So at 2:30, I'm gonna pause it and go to large trees.
2:30. Okay, let me get to there.
There, I just paused now. Chat, we gotta really get in the mindset of the viewers, you know. Enable experimental graphics off. Oh, that's way better. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1, play. John, we got Fish Speaker. We got Fig Dinkleton watching alongside us, so he might catch some things in his own replay that we miss. Now this is aesthetic. Look at these trees.
Yeah, and it makes sense why you put the lumber camp there.
Yeah, it makes you know, you gotta understand the mind of the player. I'm assuming John Wick does. He might actually. He might have asked for us for some mod suggestions. I don't know. He might have. Small trees.
No, he actually does have small trees. I personally gave it to him.
Okay, love to see it. He's gonna need small turkeys mod though, I think.
Yeah.
It's just the animal decay. Chat, animals in this game decay when they die, even if you're taking them. So you want to try and take as few as possible at a time. But that can be a little more work for some people than they really want to focus on other things that they have to do in the game. The opening like 5-10 minutes can be pretty hectic if you're doing too much. So looks like Sudsy, his villagers do not like the taste of that llama. There's something wrong about it. Gonna move on to a different llama, and he has just like pre-planned. He's doing a RimWorld like blueprint of these houses, getting them ready for when he needs them. Personally, I think that it's, you know, smarter. If I was gonna give tips on age gameplay, you might want to save the wood on that and do something else with it for the time being, like make a mill on the berries and the boar there. John Wick is going all out. He is full aggro, scout rush right now. Is he gonna get a villager kill under the TC? He is. Oh, 1 frame away.
Wow, so
that was
close.
Calculated by Sudsy. It's another thing, you know. It's a little bit it's a little bit ambiguous how to garrison and ungarrison villagers in this game. We always make fun of people that use the town bell, so people might just be afraid to even try anything.
Yeah.
If you gotta do it, you gotta do it. But that scout died anyways to the shivs, to the boxing. I guess the mod's not on it now. Of these Chad villagers, all of which are male, by the way. Incredible. And another one. These Celts are full Chad mode. Sudsy also under the TC of the enemy. John Wick, right? Wait, where's he going? He's gonna mill.
Where's he going with it?
He's gonna mill the boars, I think. Here,
Ah, I see.
This is an awkward time when you run out of sheep or ostriches or whatever,
Yeah.
and then you gotta
I mean,
figure
he'll
out
get
what
the
to do
deer over
next.
here too.
He might be able to get these deer if he realizes. I think he knows their food sources. He's a more experienced gamer than that. And there goes the boar. And a farm on top of it too. He's got 175 wood. 8 taken that wood, so no problems with that supply there. Sudsy gonna just opt for a straight berry diet right now.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but in like age 4, if you were to build this farm that's gonna go on top of this boar, will it delete the boar? No, it doesn't. Okay.
No, it won't. It's like a different layer or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
It will delete straggler trees if you place those over.
Yeah, that's what
that's
why I was wondering if it would delete the boar.
Yeah. This we're playing this on explored, by the way, not standard, because that's just the way that Black Forest as a map is accepted
that's
to be
why
played
it
as.
looks like this. Okay.
Because
okay.
it adds a little more like reliability, I guess, to the like one choke point. You kind of both evenly like know where everything is right off the bat. You can rush it, do what you got to do. Neither of these players really opting to like build walls or houses at that single choke point in this game.
At least not yet.
They got a lot to think about. Sudsy stationing his scout in a real clever spot there. See
Yeah,
if
very
anybody
much
comes
so.
across. And John Wick is gonna kill all of the deer.
Oh, probably doesn't
Ooh.
know about the decay.
Yeah, I mean it's a little bit of a 1999 mechanic, right?
Yeah.
So we can see these deer already are they're gonna be down to like 80 food before he starts on the next one. But I guess probably coming from age 4, John Wick knows kill the deer. Sudsy attacking, backing off. He values the life of his scout. He's gonna go for another opportunity. Going for the weak villager, the micro god, and unfortunate.
Oh,
Unable
almost
to
got
back
it.
away again. And we just carry on. Both players without a scout now. Could see some sneaking, though John Wick has plenty of units and buildings a little further forward towards that choke point. As far as map generations go,
Oh, and
this
Seth
is,
has put down a foundation for Palisade Wall on the choke point.
this
Or
is about
John
as
Wick, sorry.
fair as you can expect from Black Forest. Everybody has access to the resources. They're all on the right side. John Wick has 3 relics. I guess that's kind of the one.
Oh, he does. Wow. Yeah.
The one bonus for him. And yes, going for that Palisade Wall across the middle. I love.
Pretty far
to
up
see it.
gold, though, I will say.
He's got a far forward goal. He has one in the back. He has 2 in the back, so I'm not too concerned about that. It is close to the choke point and the stone too. The choke is definitely more on John Wick's side of things.
Definitely,
Closer.
if possible, if needed, a defensive castle. Would love to see it right next to the stone. And
Right on that hill, yeah, that would be
Yeah.
pretty sick. Either player could always dock and build fish traps in this map, of course, Black Forest. You see it from time to time. And a gold mining camp from John Wick, who is 1 minute and 35 seconds away from the feudal age. SudsySugar saving up his food at 20 villagers, and he has also made 2 militia. That's going to slow down any kind of tech advances he wants to make. But if he gets
Definitely.
attacked, he could always help out there. Also could scare John Wick if he starts getting attacked on the gate there.
Well, John Wick doesn't have any units right now, so most likely this wall will go down.
Yeah, militia don't do a ton of damage, but it could be enough. Gates are very weak, 240 HP, 150 on the palisade wall, but less space to attack. We'll see if Sudsy decides to start hitting that enemy wall. Slightly Chewy, welcome in, welcome in. Good to see you here. Sudsy supporters, rise up.
Oh, and the H2 almost for John Wick here. Just start for Sudsy.
There's the attack alarm bell going off. John Wick makes it to age 2. And he's dropping that barracks right away. Sudsy with the
Great place for that
beautiful
barracks, to be
suburb
honest, there.
of houses. And Barracks in a good spot to support Slavs are an infantry civ, I believe.
I
No,
think they were Cav.
they're Cav. They're Cav. Fake news. Don't listen to me. Here's a stable. So barracks prerequisite. Stable, maybe what he actually wants to do. He is going to start making some militia of his own, and Sudsy looking to wall as well, right behind those John Wick walls. Oh, nah, frick him. He doesn't play with the boys anymore. Oh, rip. He destroyed Sudsy Sugar with one sentence.
John looks like he might clean up these militias. They're not.
Sudsy just attacking that wall. He's right-clicked the wall again. He wants to get through there, but not fighting off the guys that are stabbing him in the back.
And I wonder if John Wick will see the wall being built over here.
And now John Wick is going hard. He's going ham into these militia right now.
The militia.
4 out,
right.
2 more on the way. And I mean, at this level, like any unit, enough of it will be enough to do the trick. Sudsy gonna have to back away from that wall with 2 vills. Taking a look at these economies for a minute. Looks like John Wick a little low on wood. He's having a bit of a crisis on the wood front.
Yeah.
Some idle vills on those dead farms. And Sudsy, maybe he would like to play as the civ that gets that you know, the mill replacement. You have to farm around it instead. He might like that civ because he loves farming around the mills in a beautiful way.
Hasn't put anything around the town center. I mean, I like his little districts though. I like his housing district, his farm district over here.
Yeah, some would say Sim City. Some would say you just gotta do you know. See if you're this game you're creating a painting. If it doesn't look good, what are you doing it for? Obviously the ideal play style of efficiency would be farms around the TC. If you get attacked, you can garrison in the town center.
Like both players want to go the man-at-arm route.
We got full man-at-arm for John Wick. Man-at-arm 1 second away for SudsySugar1999. And Sudsy is going to really struggle to make man-at-arms with 1 on gold. So we'll see if he rebalances that. John Wick 8 on gold, it looks like. Maybe 6. And he wants to take out every wall segment he can.
He's looking for any building destruction he can possibly get to make the score look higher in his favor.
David, welcome in. Good to see you. Byzantines have like a mill that you farm around. Yeah, I guess for like the olive oil, right? What are they? I forget what civ they are in this game. Look it up, chat. I'm not doing it.
What
Sudsy,
civ? What, sorry?
with the mill.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
It was like one of the Lords of the West upgrades. The cistern. Oh, that's right. They'll love their area of effects in Age 4, even more than in modern Age 2. Looks like both players on and off with the idle vills. We've got we see idle eco.
I gotta say,
6%.
these C games are probably some of the most fun games to watch. I love watching the mind of a player that isn't like just trying to optimize literally everything, but playing the game in the way that you probably would have played it when you first started as a kid.
Exactly. Maybe you got a few like tips from friends or whatever, but like these guys didn't watch a YouTube video and go, "Okay, I'm copying the Viper."
Yeah.
They're just doing their best from the top of their head.
Watchtower forward for John Wick.
Oh, good plays. Get that vision. Maybe you could move the army out here. What's the point of playing if not to optimize? David, the point is content. Come on. I kind of fall into that line of thinking as well, though. Times, but at the same time you got low elo legends that play 5,000 games and they end up with one SR, two SR, and they just keep playing. They just keep clicking.
They love the game.
They just love to play the game, I guess. It's a whole mindset that I wish I could understand more clearly.
I'm not sure if Sudsy knows that you need to reseed these farms when you run out of wood.
Yeah. So he was out of wood. He'll notice that they're gone eventually. Auto farm makes this game so much easier, but when you run out of wood, they don't automatically reseed. They try once and give up after that. We played a game on the HD edition recently. Our old PCC professor, I accidentally invited him to play, and then in the definitive edition, and then he actually joined, but he didn't have definitive edition, so we had to load up the old polished turd of the HD edition. And let me tell you, not having auto reseed, whew, what a nightmare. AoE4 placements. Now I'm scared to play more. Yeah, exactly.
Almost to H3.
Sudsy with some huge walls. Does not know. So okay, here's another tip for those who might want to like move up or something. You know, the shoreline right here, you can walk past it. The only thing you can build on shoreline is walls, like the palisade wall or the stone wall. So you just need to drag that from the water basically to make sure. Another thing you can do is once you're finished building a wall or blocking stuff with buildings, just right click with your Vil on either side and they'll path and they'll like let you know by trying to go whichever way there might be a hole. But it happens.
The boar is trying to show John Wick that there is a hole there.
Oh yeah, the boar is like, come on. Come on. I'm with you. You didn't kill me. I'm on your side.
I like this wall though from John Wick. It's interesting. I want to see if he's gonna do the other side as well of the little pond.
Oh, I didn't. How did I not even realize? Am I colorblind? I know we don't have the blue-red. We have teal-red right here, but I didn't even realize this was John Wick's wall. I thought this was Sudsy walling it in. This is John Wick going ham on the forward walls right now.
Yeah.
Love it.
H3 timer just started for Sudsy.
Both. Okay. John recently hitting it himself, going for a lot of upgrades. Infantry upgrades mostly, forging, all the squires and arson and whatnot. And I think he's clicked eco upgrades in every eco building he can
looks like
as well. When you're playing at this speed, you got the resources. Might as well get those, make your economy more efficient. You're probably gonna have fewer villagers anyways, so. Sprinkling in some archers, John Wick here. And Sudsy is just working on himself right now. He's getting scale barding armor. Might look to pivot into knights in the Castle Age.
Will not be great into John Wick's man-at-arm line if he's going to continue with that route, but... Oh, John Wick kind of making one of everything, though. He has knights starting to come out.
He's got knights. Knights will beat longswords, though.
Yeah.
If you got enough of them. They're a little more expensive. So one thing I want to draw attention to is the villager count is the same. Off by
Equal
1 or 2.
Yeah.
Really impressive.
Idle TC actually closing in on equal for both players as well.
At the same time, we're looking at the bottom right, you click through this and see we got res collected, resources collected. They finally added it to like the main screen. So we don't have to tab into the stats page. 13 versus 10k, and John Wick winning at least a psychologically valuable fight there. Squeaky, or Sudsy will know, though, what the army consists of.
If he was watching, that is.
That's true. One of everything. Crossbowman for Teal. It's a big upgrade, Crossbowman. And we have Long Swordsman for our red player as well. And he's, oh mama, he's queued up 9 Long Swordsmen after that.
Oh. And John Wick putting down a fortified wall, ensuring that he keeps the middle.
Research fortified wall for this. This is a commitment. I mean, you gotta know like what you need to do to win, and this could be it. Exactly. You can't be countered if you make one of everything.
That's what I used to think.
If you run into somebody playing like this, all you gotta do is pick one thing, fully upgrade it, and just make a lot of it, and you'll only be countered by 1/3 of your enemy, so you'll pretty much win. Because they probably won't have all the upgrades for every unit. It's much more expensive to do that than just to do a single unit, so... There's some good looking walls for the Slavs.
Yeah, I do like these walls.
I like they got like the little like walkway tunnel inside.
Reminds me of the AoE 4's the Rus walls. They're palisades.
Yeah. The Slavs, Rus.
I guess that makes sense, yeah.
Similar. Oh, going for that gate now. And John Wick moving. Well, I was gonna say moving into just mostly knights, but he's still going for a little bit of everything. Crossbow, currently on his mind the most. We get iron casting, scale barding armor as well for those knights and for the infantry. University for John. Maybe we'll even see a little ballistics. Maybe that was just in order to get fortified wall, though. You never know.
Oh, some siege workshops coming down for Sudsy. Probably he's thinking he wants to get rid of the wall in the middle.
Well, he knows he's the Celts too, right? Look at that wood count.
True.
He's gathering wood a little more efficiently than he would otherwise. Celts faster firing siege. Might end up making some mangonels. And if John has only archers, longswords, that could be a powerful play. Celts also have some pretty strong spearmen. They move more quickly than default spearmen, so you can kind of defend your siege if you need to against knights. Right now, the eco, it's very similar to John Wick with a more efficient economy, though.
Yeah.
15k res collected versus 18.
John is housed at the moment. We'll see if he notices.
85, yeah. What's the difference here between these economies that makes that resource collection so different? Possibly the Slavs
idle,
have like
idle eco, I
is it
suppose.
idle? Might be idle eco.
John Wick had consistently been 2 above Sudsy, like from the start of the game, as well.
And here's that one villager castle, going up.
If you're not pushed, why not? I guess.
Locking in that forward position. Sudsy, he's seen these walls. They're in a front, but his at least the I think he right-clicked one wall piece, and some of these guys pathed around in order to hit it because it was full on one side, and now he sees the gap. Incredible stuff.
He probably also assumes that the top part of it can't be passed through.
Well, they know now. It was proven in practice. Oh, John Wick going for that gate.
That was the issue.
He's got scorpions for SudsySugar. Now, scorpions are pretty, they're pretty squishy unit. They die easily to melee attacks. They do a great job with their pass-through damage when you have a lot of them. Especially against crossbowmen or ranged units. They can do well into infantry units as well because infantry units are slow enough they can't get on top of them. The knights will be a problem though. Imperial Age, 2 minutes 43 seconds away for John Wick. He's going in. The ram as well now. Lots of idle eco though for Teal. Might give Red a chance to catch up if he can hold it together under this pressure. John Wick has been the aggressor this game, just by nature of having actually walled the middle. And we got a huge fight.
Big fight.
The HP not looking good for Red. John Wick had the army production. He has got the range support. And he can clear up that Red army. Move forward with the battering rams. Oh, this ram is not happy. All right, let's see it. We got 6 scorpions. They do work. They do damage. The control is going to be tough, though.
Yeah.
And the knights are going in for him. John Wick with the correct unit choices here. And there's our town bell.
John Wick also about to hit age 4. Not gonna know if it matters or not, but
he might end up making trebs out of that castle. And that could be the end.
Might be.
John Wick also has got some rams on the field, so still actually villager count is higher for SudsySugar, and I think working villager count is like the same right now, even with the town bell being rung. John looking not at home at all. He's run out of gold on that forward gold mine. it's not necessarily over.
No, it's not.
We've had a strong attack from Teal, and Red definitely needs to make more army, but he has the resources he needs. Might have to sell some stone or build a castle. A castle right now, I know John Wick is in Imperial Age, so it could be a little rough if you get Trebs out, but drop a castle next to that town center, drop 2 castles, and you'll be fine. You got the stone for it. That's pretty much the move right now, I think. Sudsy under pressure, though. It's going to be hard to know what to do. He's trying to kite John Wick into his town center arrow fire. And he's trying to kill the rams.
So they're just mowing them down.
Yeah, great composition of the crossbow knights. 1 ram remaining here for John Wick, taking down the suburbs, the beautiful housing development there. Sudsy gonna just go ahead and develop some more housing for purchase on the left side. He's still making knights and longswords. Would love to see him use the stone that he has collected, because he has spent countless villager hours mining that stone. And for what? John Wick, 2-handed swordsman coming through. So far, he has only had longswordsmen, so.
And a castle on the back for Sudsy. I would have loved to see it up front if possible near the TC, but
I'm glad to see it go up at all. This will protect gold.
Agreed.
It should protect the wood as well, at least to some extent. It's gonna leave most of the rest of resources exposed, but there's that forward castle. I think Sudsy might get this up. John Wick might sacrifice a lot of crossbows, but the trebuchets are coming. The timing in Imperial Age might be here for John Wick. Yeah, this castle's a little too late, I think. We'll see how quickly John Wick decides to use the treb.
I think actually might be able to get this up.
Both players have stopped villager production completely during this fight, which is, you know, understandable. Sudsy has no wood, no food at all. John just gonna treb down these houses. He wants to house his enemy. He's jealous of how wonderfully those houses have been placed. Looking back at home, we got groups of 3 houses for John Wick. Actually, this isn't nice. We got like a triple over here, and all look the same. Back to the fight, sorry. Trebs now gonna be raining down fire on the castle and on the siege workshops, and SudsySugar is gonna need army if he wants to fight this off. It's not too much army from John Wick, but he's starting to make the Boyars, which is the unique unit. The Slavs. And SudsySugar feels like he needs to take a minute to breathe, but John won't let him have that breather. John Wick, expecting the game to go late, gets crop rotation, gold shaft mining, all the Imperial Age upgrades.
And with another forward castle.
There's that forward castle now. SudsySugar, I think, maybe needed to add more farms. He's going for road raiders, which could do the job. They could do the job, but not if this castle goes up from John Wick. That'll give him a secure position to treb down a lot of real important buildings from SudsySugar. Sudsy gonna sink that stone into repairing that castle, just try to delay the enemy as long as he can. Sending out the woads. Something else maybe SudsySugar could do in this game is build a market and sell some wood, and maybe buy some food.
Yeah.
Because
food is what it seems like it's really.
You're just gonna need a little more of a balance, and I do that all the time. You can't always have the perfect balance on what you're gathering, so you just gotta kind of make it happen. Castle's still up, delaying. John moving in with the crossbows. Sudsy out of stone, and John Wick, oh, he's getting sniped a little bit there. Gotta watch out. Back at home, John Wick has not noticed the idle gold vills, but he doesn't need them. He doesn't need them. It does mean, I think, if we look at the worker efficiency, no, it's still in John Wick's favor. Idle eco is higher for SudsySugar. Res collected, still 4,000.
Oh, he's trying to right-click the castle, not realizing he's out of stone.
Yeah, it looks like now he's going to move out with the woads. If there weren't any fortifications here, they might have a chance. The wall gonna cause some problems. Crossbows gonna just start firing down. And the castle goes up at the perfect time for John Wick. Treb's still firing down. And that castle has fallen. TC might be the next target in Teal's crosshairs as he is moving out with some two-handed swordsmen. There's Sudsy's town bell again.
Not sure if he needed it, but
yeah, it's rough. The two-handed swordsman will clean up those woad raiders too.
Yeah, I mean, Red just needs to build some military right now.
Yeah, he's got some resources. The eco difference here is not really what is winning John Wick the game right now. It's more been the Imperial Age timing.
Imperial? I'm not entirely sure.
Sudsy could click Imperial Age right now, but he doesn't have a town center to do it in. And he doesn't have stone to build a town center, and he doesn't have a market to buy stone. True. So it's really looking awkward for SudsySugar right now. 3 trebs now, 4 trebs for John Wick, and he's just gonna keep raining down that fire. Sudsy sending in the workers. He's trying to mine the stone.
He wants that stone.
He maybe didn't see the army from John Wick camping that hill. He's gonna have to fall back. I love to see a mangonel here. That's good. John gonna respect the mango. Could probably right-click it with the knights, but there he goes. There he goes. Villagers fighting him off. You can repair this mangonel with villagers if you right click on it too, so looks like Sudsy gonna be microing these guys back and forth. Trying to dodge the well, John doesn't actually have ballistics, so could dodge some crossbow bolts. But looks like the town is falling apart for SudsySugar. Doesn't have he just hasn't been able to collect himself this game. Been a lot of pressure all on his face the whole time. No, only 2 barracks left for Red.
Yeah, he's got the resources. He just needs to build more military buildings in the back.
20 villagers in that castle. Mangonel shot. Oh. Crossbows take it out.
John Wick going for the next housing district.
No, not the houses. Some more boyars for John. And he's just loving life. he's looking at home, moving some of these miners back to new tasks. Love to see it. Gotta press that period hotkey, idle villager hotkey once in a while. John just trying to press it advantage with the army, with the trebuchets, a tech advantage. Sudsy housed at 51 out of 50. He's gonna send in the vills.
Gonna make pop space looks like.
He's making pop space. Oh no, 3 spearmen, 1 spearman, 12 in the queue. Can't make them though.
Well, you can now with the villagers dying.
Oh true, 30 out of 45. And John, it looks like, just needs to clean this up. SudsySugar with a huge resource bank, 3,500 gold, but just so pressed the whole game, he's unable to do anything with it. And
also doesn't have a market to redistribute this for where he needs it to.
Yeah. 1 castle remains, 1 barracks, and 29 villagers, 20 of which are in the castle, 9 just around. Just chilling.
Hanging out.
Just hanging out. They're taking the day off, you know, it's kind of a crisis in their village. Looking back at John Wick's base, he's got 1 more gold deposit, and he's gonna have to branch out a little bit, but I don't think it's gonna matter too much. Castle goes down in 1 more volley. And the Savar, the Boyar, are wreaking havoc on Red's remaining town. Sudsy calls the game there.
Calls the game right there.
And I think that really was just a case of aggression, just causing the enemy to kind of lose focus a little bit. Sudsy with the resources, but not the multitasking to be able to fight back the teal tide. Well played from John Wick. You know when.
Very well played. Honestly, he's getting better and better every time I watch him play, and I'm all here for it.
It's all about getting that rust scraped off a little bit.
And with any luck, we can see him again tonight.
We're trying to get John Wick to play another match tonight against one soy sauce.
Soy sauce, is that what he's going by right now?
I think so.
Alright.
But what a game.
Actually, if they both get in game, it will be John Wick versus Saul Goodman.
Oh, Saul Goodman is what we got. Okay. Gotta ask him what he would prefer to go by. All right, that was a C League match, best of one. John Wick has now unlocked the ability to challenge a B League player if he wants to try to promote. But it sounds like we're gonna have another C match with him, just honing his skills against Saul Goodman, perhaps.